Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Josh Wall Trades here. I am going to be working on welding up a forge for someone who wants one, and in order to get to a point where I can do that, I actually want to build up a little cart that I bought from Harbor Freight. It's just a metal rolling cart. So I'm going to build this up real quick so that I can set the forge on here and weld on top of the cart. So the rest of this will be all fast forward, and in a few seconds I'll have a cart ready to go. These are lock washers. They do nothing, but they make companies feel better about their bolted joints when they include these in their fasteners. They effectively do nothing. Could go into a long explanation, but essentially the short one is they compress and then they're just a washer. They don't lock, they don't do anything, because eventually the metal just deforms and they're just a flat washer with a ridge in it. If you really want to use a washer to lock your bolts in, that's when you need to get into like specialty stuff like Nord-Lock or things like that. But these little tiny lock washers, they don't do anything. And now you know. How's it going?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Doing well.
You got the right idea. You pitching your tent.
Yeah, man, that sun's hot.
Have a good one.
You too, man. Coolest mailman ever. Did you get it? Hey, all right. You're my hero. Oh, really? My neighbor's been working on replacing the ball joints on his Silverado, and the lower ball joint on that is riveted on from the factory, and you have to like grind the head off and then hammer it out. And I went over there and I helped him out with it for a couple hours and couldn't get it. He just got it, and apparently there's a lip in there that's holding it in tighter, so I guess they figured it out. Hopefully they can get the rest of them off. There's 4 of them per control arm, so that's no easy task. I was at a loss for a while, but they just got it, so hopefully they're making progress. Meanwhile, I'm over here just bolting my little cart together. It's funny, as I put this together, it's amazing. Mass-produced pieces that are assembled by the general public are all very openly datumed or controlled, especially from places like Harbor Freight. You see, these are slotted horizontally, and these are slotted vertically, and so that's how they align it in order to make everything line up. So you have movement up and down, left and right, to some extent on all of them. So, but if you were actually like building something that is supposed to be good and you know, for the general public to use as opposed to buy, you would do your datum scheme completely different in how you bolt stuff together. Little engineering fact for you. Also, the build quality, and like, it is what you expect from Harbor Freight, which is not bad. I knew exactly what I was buying when I bought this. I'm buying this to serve a purpose and to fill a need that I have, and that is why I bought it, and it will work swimmingly for what I need it to do. Are there better ones out there? There always are. However, this one will work just fine for me, so we shall continue on. And because these are so open to variation, the best course of action is to assemble the whole thing with the nuts loose, get everything in the position you want it, and then tighten it down, because there are no datums or no controls on any of these parts. That means that it all moves, and so in order to get it in the right position, you have to put it there. Whereas if there were datums or controls on this part, you wouldn't have to, if they're done properly, you wouldn't have to move stuff around in order to make it fit or make it take the position that you want. The datums would control it there. But with datums comes specific installation order. And so the reason why you would never see datums like that on a part like this is, for one, this is being assembled by some goofball with a YouTube channel in his driveway, right? And I put the instructions inside, and I'm just too lazy to go get them. So, whereas if I had no understanding of datums or proper controls for parts, then I could put one bolt in on an oversized hole and go ahead and tighten it down, and then when I get to the on-size or slotted hole, suddenly I can't get the bolt in, and then I would think, oh, this is terrible, they can't even build this, you can't put it together. Well, it's not that they did a bad job designing it. They probably would have done a better job technically by including datums. However, because they don't do that, because they would need to include assembly order. So this bolt would need to go first, followed by this bolt. And then once you did that, all of the other bolts would line up. But because it's just Joe Blow in his driveway putting it together in whatever order he deems fit, because he's too lazy to go get the instructions, which I guarantee wouldn't have an assembly order on there. But all that to say, yeah, there would be confusion and frustration because people would not follow the assembly order. I may edit this out. It might be boring. I don't know.